And hello to all my Capricorn friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for July 2022. Now today they've dialed up for you a very specific corner spread. We're going to be looking at your financial stuff. Money spread. There's something with money they do not want you guys to miss, to the point where they're going to do an entire spread about it. We're going to set it up in the storyline format. That allows me to be extremely accurate with your reading because we're talking about multiple stories. It's like a bunch of mini readings all in one. So we're going to be telling 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 6 different stories for different Capricorns. It allows me to be very accurate because there is a story in there that is right for you. They may not all resonate, but there may be a couple that do, that you get points of information from, and that's very good if you do, but at the end of the day, it's all about finding the one. So if the first couple stories do not make sense, bear with it, keep going, we're going to find yours. So at the end of your reading, we're going to do a rune stone that's going to tie in the whole thing there. We're also going to do, they've asked that I conclude your reading with a health scrub. So that is physical health. We're going to take a look top to bottom, kind of down the entire body, see what kind of areas that my Capricorns can improve on in the month of July. So lots to talk about, lots to do. Let's get started right now. Cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save us all a bunch of time, guys. I'm going to bring you in right now so you can watch. Hit that like button if you're ready to have a great July. And we are on. What I'm doing right now, guys, these are my ritual cuts. Basically cuts each deck into 3 pieces, put them back together in a separate order, and that satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot, and then they're ready to go. In a storyline spread, I start with 5 cards and I expand out from there where I need to go. So these are what I call the core 5. Let's take a look at what you got here, and sometimes it gets very big. We're going to need more cards than this. So I'm just going to assume the worst here, and that we're going to use my entire table laterally. So let's just see how far they take us. And we are still going. Is that off the screen yet? Yes, it is. So I'm going to come down here. And there's my end. Okay. So you just got to imagine that this is one big long line. Now I got to get the group and pairings together because we don't have enough inverts that matter right now. Let's see. Turning away here. Turning away. Okay, so we're here with 2 stories. Let's see over here. Let me pull it like this so I can look at it in a line. Okay, that's going to be alone. All right, so we got, what's that, 5 different stories, guys. Now I need more cards for information. This is just going to get 1. This is going to get 2 there. This is where the table gets very full. I will move the camera around and show you guys everything. I do like to share my table with you guys. You did see the most important cards first. Those are the core cards, so, seeing this kind of stuff is nice, but it's extra, As long as I show you the most important parts, we're pretty well covered. And just down here. And we're good to go there. Let me check the inverts for every story. See if we need to do any discards. I'm going to need one here. They want that all upright. Order needs to stay the same. Very important in tarot. Over here we look well distributed. Down here we need a discard. That also needs to be uprighted. And that's good. So we're good with the exception of an Oracle Angel card for every single story. Then we're ready to go. Big things happening financially here for my Capricorns. Hopefully it's good news, guys. Excited for you. And even if it's not and it's bad news, hopefully we can get you to avoid the bad stuff. That's what this is all about. So all the card work is done, guys. I know it's kind of scattered all over the place. Let me see what I can show you, best I can do here. All right, so this is kind of all one story here, right in front of me, bracketed around my hands. Over on my left side of the screen here, that's another story, kind of like that. Up top, with Happy over here, right above this, that's all one story. And then over here, bending up above my hand here, that's a story. And then down here is a little story. There we go, with soulmates on the right. All right, guys, I think I showed you it all. Let's get to work. We have a lot to cover, a lot to do. All right, financial spread, here we go. Capricorns, I'm going to hit this one first. This is a very fast traveling news. Money coming in very, very fast. It is binding money, though, so it may not be money that you can spend or right away. Maybe this is something that has to do with timing, and timing comes later, even though the money comes in very fast, or the news of it does. There is fate, and it's the star card, so this is almost like destiny, fate, momentum. This is something coming to you. This is less about your choices and just more of what's happening. You can use this very well for vacation. That's what they show. It's a way to find peace and relaxation here. Story 1. We start very, very nice, guys. Very good start for my Capricorns. A little curious about the Devil card. That's where I was saying there's something binding in there to it. So this may be something that is either, like I said, coming later as far as, when you can actually open this up or what. But for those of you who do know what I'm talking about here in Story 1, because I'm pretty well confused at this point, but at the same time, I'm not a Capricorn, so I'm not supposed to understand this. They do want to make sure and drive home that you're doing what makes you happy here. That is what it's all about. They want you to use this money for your joy. I got happy, happy, which is kind of like Disneyland, kids smiling everywhere. Very good vibe. So story 1, not a lot to talk about when things are that good, guys. Make sure that you find that peace and relaxation, though. This could be just it could even just be a vacation. It could be as simple as that, but it feels like it feels more like coming in than coming out as far as finances. Interesting how that works. Maybe you're getting a really good deal on a vacation. Maybe you're even dealing with some kind of timeshare where, hey, this is just, I pay a certain amount per month, but right now it's free vacation for me. So that's story 1. I'm going to move over here for story 2. This is, we start with the Tower card. So this is something that comes crumbling down, or quick change in the wind. So again, we have very fast energy from story 1, very fast in story 2. So you can see kind of some correlation already. A lot of you are really kind of not sure about what to do here. You guys are very, very confused about what to do with this financial situation that you're in. So these are for some of my Capricorns that are struggling a little bit here. I don't know if this happens, early in July or late July. This is kind of the reading for the entire month. Really hard to pinpoint in general. But they're letting you know that the way through this is with your partner. We'll have the Lovers card coming in here. So even if you're not in a relationship, this could be somebody you're very close to. This could be a family member. It's just two entities, basically, that are very close. And that is a good way through that. Maybe they have good advice for you, or they're able to help you in some way. We do have a King card coming in, but they give me the energy and not that they're talking about a male. So they really want you to be authoritative with your mindset here. Mentally, be very, very firm. Be good with decision making. Make decisions. Even if you're not really sure which way is up and which way to go right now financially, you still have to act. You still have to choose. You still have to get through it and fight your way through it. And what they're telling me here is that a lot of you are very intuitive. A lot of my Capricorns here in story 2, if you're struggling financially, you know your way through this. You may not trust yourself fully, or you may not realize this fully, but they're saying you know how to get out of this. I have deep knowing coming in here. So that's saying that you're very intuitive. You can feel through this all by yourself. You actually don't need help as much as you think you do. They do show also, here's a little piece of advice, guys, that there is really one main path here. There is not a lot of ways out of this. There's not a lot of options. It's not like, hey, we can do A, B, C, D, E, or F here. No, they're saying actually there's just one way out. It may be just hard work. It may be, hey, you just got to stick at this job another year that you hate, just to pay the bills or to get ahead, get caught up, something like that. They show that there is one path. So if you're struggling here with finances in story 2, that is the main thing I want you to hang on to. Keep in mind that they're bringing up Lovers cards, so two different people here. But at the end of the day, there is one path, one way out, one exit point there. And that should be enough, because I have deep knowing. So I feel very good that you guys will get through this just fine. Intuitively, you're very sharp, and you will feel your way through it. That's what I have there in story 2. Story 3, I'm going to hit my small one. Story 3, we have good credit coming in. This could be you using credit for something in a good investment. This is usually something that appreciates instead of depreciates. Something like a house. Usually houses go up. Cars usually go down. So that would be like a bad investment, or coming in as bad credit. Here we have good credit. So either improving your financial situations, improving your actual credit, or just improving your return on investment karmically with other people and with other situations. We have very good authority coming in here. This is the God card with the Emperor. So all things authority. They want you to be the boss here. Take charge. Take charge financially of what is going on. Be accountable. Hold yourself responsible. They show soulmates. So a lot of you are doing things with your other person. We have two people working together again here. We talked about that in story 2. We're also talking about it in story 3. So you can see these correlations, and that's how general readings can work at the end of the day. And this allows me to be very accurate because I'm breaking it down just a little bit more for you guys. So story 3 also looks really good. The best advice I can give you guys is to be authoritative. Make big decisions and act. Okay, don't delay. Don't delay. If you have money things to do, and you're a Capricorn, and this is a good financial opportunity, you're getting the green light from the universe, full steam ahead, let's go. So there's story 3. Story 4, I'm going to come down here. Story 4, we start with a little bit of an injury. So this, I don't know if this means actual, like some of you actually got hurt, and that is taking money out of your checkbook, like paying for treatments or paying for certain services, maybe paying for chiropractic, maybe paying for massages, who knows what's coming up there. Or this could very well be that your finances have taken a beating. Here you just got hit with a bunch of bills all at once. Maybe something came out of your account you weren't really expecting to. It's like, oh, I deal with all this stuff here at once here in story 4. So regardless of what aspect that is, let's talk about what comes next. Here they show bad luck. So this is nobody's fault, guys. This is not your fault. Don't beat yourself up over it. It's just a circumstance. It's a bad circumstance, bad set of events. Just unfortunate, really. Not your fault, not anybody else's fault either. It's just what is. They do show that there is incompletion here. So something needs more work. This is not done yet. You got to keep moving and advancing this ahead here in story 4. Probably going to be less of my audience, but there's definitely somebody that this is for, guys. Especially we got injury, and next I have sickness. So that's letting me know that it's just we're probably more on the physical side. This could actually be like actual sickness too, like viral or like bacterial, instead of more like physical stuff. Or it could actually be some kind of weird combination of both, where a germ does affect you physically as well. And that is affecting your finances in some form, in some way. They do show a change in the wind coming here. So this is like my hurricane wind energy just swooping through it. And, things are going to change. So it's letting you know, because this sounds like a downswing quite a bit. And they gave me the wheel card, which always reminds us that in a downswing, the downswing only lasts for so long. At some point that starts going up. It's like the wheel. At some part you're going up, and next part you're going down. That's just kind of how the wheel of life goes and spins. And they're letting you know here, if you're in a downswing financially, that this is going to break. When is it going to break? That's the question. This reading is for July, so I don't know if it breaks in July, but maybe August, at the very latest, maybe September, early September, something like that. So this is just something you just got to traverse yourself through and let these changes come in and sweep through. These changes are going to actually help clear this out. It's just like the storm. When the storm comes in, just like I'm talking about this hurricane wind, it does its job. It gets rid of the dead limbs, the dead leaves. They all come down, and it washes everything out for the next, the next wave, the next season, and so forth. So that's there in story 4. It has its place. It has its purpose. Stick with it. You guys are going to be okay. Moving on to story 5. Actually, before I do story 5, which I have very vertically here, I want to go over your moon cycles with you guys, because I do that every single month, so you know what's coming. And that is going to play into a few of these different stories. We have the full moon coming in first. That happens on July 13th, guys. That's the best time to get anything out of your life that doesn't fit anymore. It doesn't even have to be financial. I know we've been talking about finance and money here in the spread, but this could be a family member, a loved one, maybe somebody you're dating you got to get out. Could be old stuff you have to sell, repurpose, projects you got to wrap up, emotional baggage you just got to purge and get out. Any of these kind of things work much better under the full moon energy. Does not have to be on the 13th. Anytime right around that time works very well. Adversely, we have the new moon coming in twice in the month of July. The energies are coming in a little lighter at the beginning, so we have some new moon energy there from June. But what I want you guys to focus the most on is the end of July. July 28th is the key date there for the new moon. Anytime the last few days of July are going to be super strong for bringing and attracting anything brand new into your life that's not there already. So like we were talking about finances, that kind of stuff, very powerful, very strong, new stuff. Like we talked about maybe new investment there financially there in story, what was it, 3? 4? I lost track of the numbers, but 3. That was 3. But new moon energy doesn't even have to be that. Attracting new love, starting a brand new health kick, new health, new diet, new work, anything brand new here, guys. Doesn't have to be just about money. July 28th is the key date there, anytime toward the end. Very good for bringing in new things. If the moon cycles confuse you in any way or you just like a visual aid, I give that to you guys absolutely free. That is on my website. I have the graphic of it parked on my videos page at the very bottom there. While you're on the website, make sure you sign up for the newsletter. That is absolutely free at the bottom of every single page, guys. I do a couple free readings every single month for my great newsletter people. It saves you guys money on readings, and I only send one newsletter email a month, and it's just for those promo codes and updates. Very, very simple and a no-brainer to sign up for. Let's get into your last story, Story 5. Story 5 talks about very fertile time, guys. Oh, man, you cannot miss this opportunity. The timing is so good. They talk about, it's feminine energy, so it's a little bit softer, but it's very fertile. It's like the soil is very rich. What are you trying to do financially here? Here's your opportunity. They do show action coming in next. Some of you are kind of taking action toward getting away from some bad financial decisions. And July is a good month to take advantage of this rich soil and to, plant these seeds, get this stuff going. So we get some sprouts coming either later in July, August, September, and so forth through the rest of the year. We got to get you out of that bad funk and into a better trajectory here. And they show that making action is the way out. We have work action actually, so a lot of you can take work moves here and move forward with finances in a very positive way with work. That makes me feel very promotion-like, really. Or finding new ways to make money at work, maybe even a second job for some of you, or multiple income streams. They do show hard work, so it's letting you know that this just doesn't come free. This is not like a free fall, windfall, but it's it comes with hard work and also learning new things. They want you to consider learning new things. Comes up very strongly there. Poised, so you guys are ready. You're not missing anything. Put yourself on the pedestal here a little bit. Be a little selfish. One of the few times that I'll give you permission to do that. And that is because the opportunity is ripe for you, not for everybody else. But by the time you're able to do this and improve your life that much more, well, that's not selfish at all. That actually affects everybody else. And everybody else is able to benefit off of your success. So that is why selfishness can actually be a very good thing when used correctly. They do show here that there is new love coming in. Interesting to have love come in a financial spread, but I think they don't want you spending money on love is what the point is here. Especially somebody new who has just kind of popped in or said, hey, this could even be family member. This may not be like dating relationship type stuff whatsoever. This could be just a family member coming in and saying, hey, I need a loan. Can you lend me $500? Can you lend me a couple thousand? I have this to do. They're saying you may want to consider not doing this right now. We have it blocked, and this is, or also consider that new love is coming in blocked, so maybe this is just better for a different time. Maybe it's coming in later. Maybe right now they want you focused on your finances instead of love. That's something to consider also. Work on yourself, guys. Very, very good, strong end there. Let's get into your runestone. Runestone time. Okay, guys, here we go. Show you this guy there. This is the runestone for wholeness, becoming whole. That's what they want you to do. That's what this whole financial spread was about. It's about getting your money on the right track, getting away from the bad decisions, getting toward the good ones, moving forward in a positive light to become whole. And just like we talked about there, working on self-care there so that other people are able to benefit from it. Wholeness with you first. Wholeness within you will expand to everybody else. So wholeness was a really good way to tie in the whole thing. Very good runestone to end with there. Now let's get into your health and shock. That's actually a health scrub. I was going to say health or chakra scrub, but that's the product. So I'm going to reshuffle these real quick because I used a bunch of cards, guys, and I like to be thorough and accurate for you guys. So I will be right back. Okay, Capricorn, I am back. I'm going to do the ritual cuts for the deck one more time. Already shuffled them all up nice and fresh for you guys here. So the health scrub here is talking about physical health. We're looking at different parts of your body. I pull the cards top to bottom, and I may talk about them in a separate order, but here we go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Inverts, okay. Just need a couple oracle cards for my focuses, my focal points. I'm going to brush over all of them briefly, but some of them are just good and don't need the time, guys. So that's quite, just the way it is. We do have a lot of majors coming up. Good time to remind you guys, too, guys, that this is a general reading, Capricorn. We have a lot of Capricorns tuning in. If you're looking for messages that are private, personal, and specific only to you, I do offer those on my website, scottsagent.com. And this health scrub is kind of for everybody. It's a general reading, but if you're looking for this, that is all about you, I do offer that. Now, let's say we just got done with health. What about my spiritual health? What do my chakras look like? Well, I offer that too in the same product. It's the health or chakra scrub. You get to choose. And that is an audio product. Very easy, guys. Very affordable. It is done by your birth date, so you don't even have to show up for it. And all of my products are personalized to you. So check that out on the website. Let's get into this here, guys. It looks like it doesn't really matter where I start. I'm going to start at the bottom. Okay, so arms, legs, hips, sexual organs, base of the spine, showing needs more authority with love. Okay, so that feels like it's a little bit more sexual driven. It's about love corner stuff. It could also be, I always kind of try to do the tie-in a little bit here that, obviously like sexual health applies to physical health. They're very like one hand in one hand, it's very, they go together. But also when this card comes up, could be arms, legs, like helping family members, like you're helping somebody move or helping somebody do a project. There's different areas, different ways that can go off. Coming up the list from there. Second from the bottom here is lower kind of stomach. This is more digestion, and it can be female parts too, coming in here. They do the Lovers card, so this is two people working together, getting away from being left out in the cold. So this lets me know that some of you have been going through kind of a riff here, especially those of my Capricorns who are in a relationship. I actually have the Lovers card coming in very good right now, but there's an element of abandonment in there, and I'm not sure what they're talking about there. Maybe just something with your body that you could do better, that you've neglected in this area. Maybe some kind of digestion, something that would help you, maybe a probiotic, I'm not sure. Obviously, you'd probably have a good idea of knowing what I'm talking about there. Moving on up from there, we have upper stomach here. This is your purification organs, detoxification, stuff like that. They show actually going on the offensive here. So I had this for another health scrub that I did. It's a very good time to do a cleanse, guys, to purify your body. This is vitamins, supplements, as well as cleanses, doing things, adding things that are good for your body. Very important there. Moving on up, this is heart and lungs area. They show breaking free from being hung up. So some of you may be starting cardio or may want to consider doing that, because that is both. That is heart and lungs. It gets your breath going. It gets your circulation going, your blood flowing. And if you're going to do that, I do want you to do it by the book. That's what they gave me here, the by the book card. So don't do any weird kind of things. Do something that's very standard. Maybe some light walking at first, maybe some jogging, maybe some treadmill, maybe some elliptical. Do normal things. Don't do anything weird, like weird fad diets or anything like that that would affect your heart perhaps, or something like that. So just keep it by the book. There's no better way to put it than that. Continuing to move up here, this is the throat area. This could be actually your physical throat. This could be glandular, thyroid, as well as dental coming in. They show that there's a decision that needs to be made. A lot of you have already made this decision, so that's very good. It's letting you know that you're on the right track there. But at the same time, this is not finished. This still needs more work. Makes me feel very dental-like, but it's not going to be for everybody, of course, in a general. So keep making those decisions for here. Dental and here. Keep going. You're on the right trajectory there. Moving on up, this is face, strength card. Wonderful, good energy, especially if you're a male tuning in here. Man, my male, it's kind of a weird thing for me to relay here, but basically the translation of these cards means very strong male face. It's just like my males are doing so good here. I don't know if that means that they weren't before. Maybe you've taken more care of, either your sinuses, or maybe you got glasses that aid your vision, or got something done with your hearing, or something like that. Or maybe just taking better care of your skin, washing twice a day. I don't know, something like that. Very, very top here, this is crown. In a chakra scrub, this would be crown chakra. Here, this is very much like something that is all over your body, something like skin, something like blood, nerves, all that kind of stuff. Here they're showing really need to get excited about something here. A lot of you have got a little bored, and they want you to turn this around. They want you to get excited about skincare, or get excited about, conditioning your hair, or whatever they're talking about. Like I said, this could be circulation related, as well as, something with nerves, but don't get bored here. Get excited about it. Find something that interests you so that you can stick with it. That is kind of a key to always. It's like once you're interested in it, you care about it more and you stick with it more than likely. So that is the entire reading, guys. I know it was a long one. Thank you for bearing with me. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future videos. That's it for me, guys. Have a great July.